Hi, everybody. Hi, hi. So I'm not in the Cannes Festival because I wanted to be here. No, I'm joking. Okay, so we're going to talk about marketing in real estate. When I've been contacted to talk about marketing in real estate, I was a little bit like, what? What are we going to say about it? So what I've done is to really understand a bit more what would be the pain points in your category. So the thing that I will tell you if you want a bit more about Neon 42, my company, after that. So the first thing I've done is to type on internet what are the best marketing practices in real estate. And then I found very, very interesting stuff. Like, for example, mostly four big trends. The first one is automating marketing processes. Fantastic. I love it. Okay. So I'm sure you do that already. Yeah, so you want to have a maximum of leads, you want to understand more about your consumers, you want to be consumer-centric, you want to understand also the geolocalization. So it's all about chatbots, email campaigns, text message, etc., etc. Very interesting. Value through content. We all understand that content is extremely important right now. Not only just to display what you propose or to showcase what are your good points about your developments, etc., but also about showing a little bit more the experience of your product. Yeah, so we can talk about blogs, we can talk about selling guides, etc., etc. You can do a lot of things about it. Social media. I'm sure everybody's using social media right now. Yeah, I mean this is a key point, right? Social media is very important. This is where the people are spending quite a big amount of time. They are ready to listen to you. Well, actually, not really. We're going to see that. We're going to see that after this slide. Sorry, but Instagram is becoming very big. Yeah, in Russia, one of the leader social media platform in Russia, and it does help to showcase your expertise, right? So social media is very important. And then overall, video is becoming extremely strong. Yeah? Why? Because, yeah, I mean, you can show so much in videos. You can do home tours, you can do Facebook videos, not too long, I mean, to show what you do, etc., etc. But in fact, when I read all this information, I was feeling absolutely dazzled and desperate. They all miss the point about what makes marketing in any industry, in any category, powerful and really close to what the people are expecting. Because if you all use the same tools, you're gonna look like this, all of you. We were driving from Moscow to here, and I was having a look to a lot of real estate outdoors. It's really depressing. It's all the same. It's all the same. So how can we definitely make a difference or at least change the way your category real estate needs to focus on? So, yeah, because it's all about your effort. It's all about the time and let's say, the focus that you give to your business. So I think the most important right now is to start thinking about your brand. Yeah? So you're going to say, yeah, but Frank, of course you talk about brands because this is your business. Yes, this is what I'm doing right now. But you have to understand that brand narrative / experience / focus is making a very huge difference in the eyes of the consumer. I know you're going to have more information about the consumers a bit later in the day. You are becoming a commodity in the eyes of the consumer. So now, how can you bring some novelty, some uniqueness, to what you propose and what is your market about. It's about really focusing on the brand attributes, the brand purpose that you can create for it. Why it's so important to talk about the brand and not about branding? It's very different. Branding is, it's like, yeah, okay, this is our logo, this is how we look like, this is our style. No. You have to really work on what your brand is proposing. Okay? So, the modern definition of a brand is this one. A brand is a person's gut feeling about a product, a service, or an organization. The brand exists only in the eyes of the consumers. The brand is not about leaflets and having a Facebook page or contact you page. This is not the brand. Your brand is about what the people will say about you. And if you want to drive, to guide them to say the right thing about you, you have to make sure that you construct your brand in a very interesting way. I know in real estate, you're going to say, yeah, but it's quite complex because we have so many developments and so many projects and so many different approaches to the business. Anyway, you have to understand that your brand is going to make you unique and very important for the development of what you're looking for. So, actually, I didn't want to talk too much about that, but to show you some few examples. Yeah, a few examples in the world. Just an introduction. Just wait a sec. Just an introduction. So these are actually there is one Russian example, and the others are Asian and American, if I'm not wrong. But you will see that to create a brand is not always completely crazy. Yeah, it taps to human emotions, personal feelings, and really empathizing with the people, yeah? To really understand why they buy this flat, why they buy this home. Because you bring them something very valuable. And not only in terms of service and in terms of look, this is great, this is big and so on, but about emotions. So let's have a look to this first one, which is actually about home versus house, yeah? Let's have a look to that. So you really understand that suddenly you make a switch in the way you approach business, which is about really seeing what everything means in the eyes of the consumers. Yeah, you sell houses, you sell flats, you sell. For them, it's a big steps. It's a big step into their life or into the life they would love to have. Yeah. So let's have another example that is not very far actually, and it's about improving your life all the time. So it's quite wordy. So I think I hope you will understand, but you will feel the brand anyway through the actors and the settings.
When some people need more space, they build a loft bed and cram their lives underneath it, or hang a mirror so the room at least seems bigger. We convince ourselves that we can live with good enough when really we should be and can be living better. I didn't quite know we were doing that. Not until our agent asked me, are you making it work or are you making it happen? We came back with Daisy from the hospital to this little nursery. She did her commando crawl here. And one amazing day, she started walking. A bit later, this was a police station where Officer Daisy interrogated the usual suspects. Oh yeah, some serious gangsters. Then she got all into the arts, even liked to draw on the walls in our hallway with crayons. It came off with water, thank goodness. And Daisy has Pinky sweating not to express herself that way in our new house. She'll have to set a good example because she's about to become, drum roll please, a big sister. It's maybe a little scary, having another kid and finding a bigger place. Grown-up stuff, you know. Part of me wishes we didn't have to move. This is the home where I first became a dad. But life is flying by pretty fast, and as houses go, this one was a great beginning for us. We just never get to our next by only making it work here. You won't either, if that's the story where you live. I mean, it's worth wondering. Are you making it work? Or are you making it happen?
I would like to say something as well, because some of you will say, yeah, but they invest on TV and so on. You can build your brand without investing on TV. It's fine. I mean, you have so many channels now, you have so many touch points with the consumers that you can definitely build what you need without using TV. I mean, TV is very expensive here. Here, we can understand in US it's very fragmented, so actually the TV cost might be a little bit less. But you can really build your brand through very, very different ways, yeah? So you have to understand your consumers touch points, and to bring it up to life. I wanted to, I mean, I'm sure you know about this example about Peak Group. I think they did a very good job with the last campaign, so maybe we can have a look to it, but it's really interesting that they've made this big choice to give a voice to their clients, to their consumers, and to really see the reality behind with the family and so on. So let's have a look to Peak, but I'm sure you know it.
Ты понимаешь, что это любовь с первого взгляда. Вот ты как будто реально где-то на курорте. Вот нет такого ощущения, что ты в Москве. И прям ты идешь как-то даже замедляешь шаг, потому что кайф. Ты заходишь, ты понимаешь, что это все это твое. Чистые белые стены, огромные окна. Живи, короче, приводи друзей, делай все, что как ты хочешь. То есть это прям, я не знаю, невозможно описать словами. Это прям что-то невероятное.
So what is interesting here as well is that they used, you know, this kind of mobile phone style and format, etc. So you can really put yourself into this story. You can say, hey, why not me? Why not me having the same experience? And this is quite important when you build a brand, that to make sure that the people are really feeling it as their own, you know, kind of benefit. All right. Let's go to the next one. I don't remember what is the next one, by the way. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Stop. Okay. This is a very different example. To build your brand, you can put a lot of money on the table. You can, you know, you can invest on TV or not. I mean, different touch points. But what you can do also is to have a look to some other brands that are already very well known by the consumers, by the people, and understand what would be interesting for them to do with you or to do with your category. So this is just an example of Ikea that did pretty interesting stuff, and you will see that actually you can leverage your brand, you can leverage who you are, what you do, by taking advantage, and I mean not taking advantage, but taking the best out of maybe some strategic partnerships. Okay, so let's have a look to Ikea. So yeah, I think it's a great idea for Tian. I don't know, they have some T-shirts. I've seen them somewhere. I don't know. So the thing is that you have to you have to trick sometimes a little bit the way you do marketing. So if you don't have enough money to really invest into building your brand awareness, etc., you just talk to people around, and I think you will find some really cool ideas. I think because I was asked to be short because we're a bit late on the timetable, but the last example is for me a really game-changing idea in the business of real estate. It's coming from Asia, from Thailand. In fact, you barely understand when you see the ad and when you see the project, you barely understand it's about real estate. To be honest, I thought it was a social cause, it was a social enterprise that was doing it. And it's really about understanding the fundamentals and the basics of your environment, what the people are most in the need for, and understand how you can change that. And obviously, because this company is doing housing, they try to understand how they could improve the space. So it's really like a great idea. It's a tactical idea somehow, but it goes much bigger than that. It goes through a real strong, deep understanding of what the population or the people of the area of Bangkok in particular are expecting from the company. So let's have a look and we can discuss about it after.
ภาพสนามบอลแปลกๆอันนี้ดิ
อยู่ย่านคลองเตยท่านผู้ชมฮะ เป็นสนามฟุตบอลรูปตัว L นะฮะ
แต่ว่าเวลาที่เขาไม่มีพื้นที่แบบนี้เนี่ยสิ่งที่เราจะเห็นเลยเขาจะกลับมาอยู่กับตัวเองและอาจจะเริ่มอยู่กับอะไรที่เขาสนใจเฉพาะมากๆซึ่งมีโอกาสที่จะมีปัญหาตามมาได้
วัยรุ่นในชุมชนแออัดก็ต้องการพื้นที่ที่จะแสดงออกอย่างสร้างสรรค์เหมือนวัยรุ่นทุกๆคนแต่พื้นที่ที่เขาอยู่อาศัยกลับไม่เอื้ออำนวยไม่มีเชฟไม่มีรูปทรง
คิดสร้างสรรค์นะครับไปใส่ในพื้นที่ที่ทุกคนมองข้ามเราก็จะได้พื้นที่ใช้สอยใหม่ๆที่มีประโยชน์กับชุมชนแล้ว
Okay, so this is a very interesting idea about how you can reshape the city and what is your vision about social development. So it's very, very interesting. So yeah, I think it's I don't know if it works. No, it doesn't work. It's okay. But more or less, this is what I wanted to present to you. So just to summarize in one small sentence. I know you are focusing on sales, you are focusing on performance, you are focusing on leads, etc. Just step back a little bit sometimes and ask yourself, what my company wants to propose? What is the vision that we have all together, the way we do business, the way we want to interact with people, the way we understand people and what they need? And see how you can bring it up to your brand. Because, you know, to buy a flat or to buy a house, it's extremely important. This is a one lifetime decision. So if the people are feeling comfortable with your brand and what you are and what you represent, then you will have a easier job to achieve after that. Thank you very much.